What is the first key point which we discussed? 1 minute of revision. A perfect square never ends with. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Extremely important key point which we discussed. Now we will discuss some problems based on 2, 3, 7 or 8. The way I am explaining the class, in the same way write down in your notebook. At the end of the class, the only thing I am not going to teach you, right, which you can learn on your own, and there are thousands of YouTube channels which takes an R.S. Agarwal book and solve it and everything. I am not going to be a solution key for the problems. I am going to change the way that you look at a particular problem by creating as many questions as possible. If an author takes the class, what will be the difference? You will understand as the class proceeds. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. What is the second key point which we discussed? A perfect square is always of the form either 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. A perfect square either will be of the form 4x or 4x plus 1. First question, please write down, sir. N factorial plus 10 equivalent to k square. N factorial plus 10 equivalent to k square. How many natural number values n will take which will satisfy the equation? N factorial plus 10 equivalent to k square. How many natural number values n will take which will satisfy this equation? Now see here. Now if you see this question, left hand side factorial is there. Factorial is defined for whole numbers. N factorial. Here n is given as a natural number. How many values of n will take such that n factorial plus 10 equivalent to k square? Let me first take n value 1. N value 1 is 1 plus 10 equivalent to 11. A perfect square should always be of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. 11 is 4 into 2 plus 3. It is not a perfect square. Or please write down in your notebook, any perfect square ending with 1, 10th digit should be even. 9 square 81, 19 square 361, 29 square 841, 21 square 441. N equivalent to 2. If I put n equivalent to 2, 2 factorial it is 2 plus 10. 2 plus 10 equivalent to 12. A perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. So these also not a perfect square. N equivalent to 3. 3 factorial is 6. 6 plus 10 equivalent to 16. 16 it is a perfect square. 4 square is 16. Now see here. N greater than or equivalent to 4 onwards. N factorial is always divisible by 4. 4 factorial. What do you mean by factorial? Factorial is the product of all the natural numbers from 4 to 1. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. It is divisible by 4. 5 factorial it is 5 into 4 factorial. 6 factorial is 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. From 4 factorial onwards, all the numbers are divisible by 4. Now listen carefully, sir. N factorial plus 10 equivalent to k square. If this is divisible by 4, from 4 onwards, if this is divisible by 4, 10 is nothing but 4 into 2 plus 2. N factorial it is divisible by 4. 10 it gives a remainder 2. These divisible by 4, these divisible by 4, remainder 2. Left hand side will be 4 into something plus 2. 4 into something plus 2. 4 into something plus 2. But the right hand side it is nothing but k square. K square is a perfect square. A perfect square will always be of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. A classic question which makes use of these two properties. Please make a note of it in your notebook. Again, I am repeating it. Every question which seems like a tough question, if you solve it in Anil Nair's way, probably you can save at least 60% of the actual time which you will take. Again, please look at the board. One by one, start listening to each and every problem. Your understanding of the aptitude will grow right? Incrementally through problem by problem. Step number 1, the concepts which are used in this problem are: a perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. If a number is a perfect square, it will be always be of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. In case if a student is watching my video for the first time, please go back to either Rakesh Yadav Publications channel or Anil Nair Classes channel. Watch the first video. I have given a proof why a perfect square is of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. N factorial plus 10 is k square. N is given as a natural number. N is 1. 1 plus 10 is 11. 11 is 4 into 2 plus 3. Not possible. 2 plus 10, 12. Any perfect square never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Second question out. 3. 6 plus 10 is 16. Perfect square. 4 onwards. 4 factorial, 5 factorial, 6 factorial, and so on. All are divisible by 4. 10 is 4 into 2 plus 2. Left hand side is 4 into something plus 2. Right hand side, because it is a perfect square, it should be of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. Answer is only one value n will take, and the value of n is 3. I hope it is clear. Kindly right now reply it in the live chat if the concept is very clear to you. Now, why am I solving this question? Now, because this class is at a cat level, next I will take a cat level, then I will try to solve this question in probably less than 1 minute. First question, I hope it is clear. You will not get a single doubt in my class if you are a student who understands basic English. Right after listening to my class, you will not feel like attending anybody's class because of the kind of questions we'll discuss and the kind of logics we'll discuss. Just a matter of few minutes of time, you will realize why thousands and thousands of students will sit in the class. Second question, cat replica question. This is a cat replica question. Many students say that this question is a very difficult question and it is a very time-consuming question. To discuss this cat replica question, I first discussed the basic question. Question is like this. Now you will understand how the cat questions are developed. X square minus 11 y factorial equivalent to 2003. X and y are natural numbers. X and y are natural numbers. How many values xy will take which will satisfy this question? X square minus 11 into y factorial equivalent to 2003. How many values xy will take such that it satisfies this question, right? Now see here, because you have listened to my class, let me solve it in my way. Anil Nair's way of solving this question. Every time when I am solving this question, what is important to me is the root cause of a problem. X square, it is a perfect square. X square, it is a perfect square. A perfect square will always be of the form either 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1. Very small property. Lot of teachers also underestimate this important property and waste a lot of time by discussing long methods. In case if you are a student looking for an optimized concepts, you will never find any better class than this class in the domain of aptitude. I can say it with a confidence of solving about 18 lakh questions and becoming the head of the department at the age of 25. A perfect square is always of the form 4x or 4x plus 1. Y factorial is always divisible by 4. Y greater than or equivalent to 4. Y factorial is always divisible by 4. Y greater than or equivalent to 4. Now, what is the another important key point? 2003, because a perfect square is always of the form 4k or 4k plus 1. What is the divisibility rule of 4? Last 2 digits should be divisible by 4. So it is nothing but 4 into 500 plus 3. I did not solve the question. How I will solve the question? First thing what I will do is, I will read the question. I will pause solving. I will wait for 5 seconds and I will read the question. X square is a perfect square. So it should be of the form 4x or 4x plus 1. In the previous problem, we discussed that y factorial should be divisible by 4. Y greater than or equivalent to 4. 2003 is 4 into 500 plus 3. These are the three important key points which is required for me to solve this question. Now we will solve this question. The very, very easy questions, sir. Very, very easy questions. Most of the CAT questions are very logical by nature. Any student who is preparing at a CAT level, SSC level will be extremely easy for you. Very, very easy for you. Now see here. Now let us go one by one. If I put y equivalent to 1, why? Because it is given x and y are natural numbers. X and y are natural numbers. Y is 1. X square minus 11 equivalent to 2003, which is nothing but x square equivalent to 2014. 2014. What is the divisibility rule of 4? Last two digits should be divisible by 4. 4 into 3 plus 2. 4k plus 2 form will not arise. If y is 2, x square minus 22 equivalent to 2003. So x square equivalent to 2025. X square equivalent to 2025. 45 square is 2025. Y equivalent to 2, we got the answer. Y equivalent to 3. X square minus 11 into 3 factorial is 6. Equivalent to 2003. So these is nothing but x square equivalent to 2003 plus 66. 2069. 2069. 2069. Now see here, it is not a perfect square. Why it is not a perfect square? After 5 minutes I will discuss. What is the sum of the digits of this number? 2 plus 6, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. 17 it is 8. Any perfect square digital sum should be 1, 4, 7 or 9. This concept I will discuss within 5 minutes. Y equivalent to 4. These are nothing but x square minus 11 into 4 factorial equivalent to 2003. X square is of the form 4 into something or 4 into something plus 1 minus 4 into any number. It is 4 into x. Are you all with me? 4 into any number will be a multiple of 4. Any multiple of 4 is of the form 4x. These divisible by 4, these divisible by 4. Answer will be divisible by 4. 2003, it is not divisible by 4. Divisible by 4, divisible by 4. Remainder 1. 1003, it is not remainder 1. It is not possible. It is not only for y equivalent to 4. It is for any natural number greater than or equivalent to 4. So how many values we got? We got one value. And what is that value? What is that value? We got y equivalent to 2, which is nothing but 2025. Beautiful application of a perfect square logic. In any of the competitive examination that you are writing, he will not go beyond 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, NCRT, CBSE basic foundation books. The problem seems complicated, but your foundations are strong. Then you can solve a complex question in the probably the very, very quickest of the time. I hope the idea is clear. The question is x square. This is how I prepare the mock questions. X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. XY are natural numbers. XY are natural numbers. How many values XY will take? Please write down the next question. X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. XY are natural numbers. How many values XY will take? Anil Nair's way of solving. For me, this question is a less than 5 seconds problem. 5 seconds problem. I have seen some teachers solving it in 5 to 10 steps and saying that it's a difficult question. Please don't solve this question. X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. Now, before we discuss this concept, now see here, we are trying to find the questions which are of the form ax power n plus or minus by power n equivalent to k. Now, before that, let me make it little easy for you. replace these 3, write down it as 4. Then we will do it with 3. X square minus 4y square equivalent to 879. 879. Then I will do the same question by telling you the counter of the problem. X square minus 4y square equivalent to 879. XY are natural numbers. X, you know what teachers will do, right? X square minus, most of the students also will solve this. If you are solving it like this, I'm sorry to say you are moving in the wrong direction. Either there is a problem with the way that you have learnt mathematics, or there is a problem with the teachers who have habituated with formula-based learning. In case if you are solving it like this, you have to check whether 879, 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 9, 24, 2 plus 4, 6. You have to factorize 879. What if instead of 879, what if there is some other number? For example, 139. 139. What is the sum of the digits? 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 9, 13. You have to check whether a number is a prime number or a composite number. Here we got a composite number, so you can take factors. How you have to check whether a number is a prime number or not. Just for your curiosity, there are 237 rules to check whether a number is a prime number or a composite number. Apply rule number 1. If it fails, go to rule number 2. If it fails, go to rule number 3. If it fails, go to rule number 4. All 237 rules fails, then the number is said to be a prime number. Again, I'm repeating, it's a very interesting mathematical point. If anybody says, this is the only way to check whether a number is a prime number or not, that's an half-baked information. There are 237 ways to check whether a number is a prime number or not. Apply rule number 1. If it fails, go to rule number 2. If it fails, go to rule number 3. If it fails, go to rule number 4. If 237 fails, then the number is said to be a prime number. Prime number in a computational terminology, it is considered to be an undecidable problem. A problem is said to be an undecidable problem if there exists many ways to solve a problem, or if there exists no way to solve a problem. Now, I hope you have understood. It is not in solving this question, right? Once you have understood my style of solving the problem, it's an easy question. X square minus 4y square. In case if you are an Anil Nair student, immediately within 5 seconds you can solve the logic. X square is a perfect square. It is either 4p or 4p plus 1. Are you all with me? Minus 4 into any number. It is 4 into k. Both are divisible by 4. Answer should be divisible by 4. 4k divisible. Answer should be divisible by 4 and gives a remainder 1. 879. 4 into 1976 plus 3. 4k plus 3 form does not arise. What is the answer for this question? No value for x comma y exists. This is how the questions are prepared. This is how I prepare the questions for the mock papers to my enrolled students. I generally sit and spend a lot of time in making a student understand whether their foundation is good or not. I hope this is clear. X square minus 4y square equivalent to 879. 5 seconds problem. 5 seconds problem. Again, I'm repeating. The first thing which I want to teach every student is concentrate on the root cause of a problem. It does not matter whether you solve 100 questions by spending 4 hours. I will always solve 30 unique questions with unique concepts. Unique concepts in 4 hours. Second will always defeat the first one. Second will always defeat the first one. It does not matter, right? I have seen a lot of students going through the book. First problem, length is given, breadth is given. Area of the rectangle you have to find out. Area is given. Area is given, length is given. Breadth we have to find out. Third question, length is given, breadth is given. Area should be converted into centimeter square. Students spend 4 to 5 hours in just solving this kind of questions. Useless way of learning. If You are thinking, if you are watching a YouTube live where a formula is said, use this formula without explaining the proof behind the formula, I'm sorry to say you have chosen the wrong teacher. I hope the idea it is clear. Any doubt? Anuj, 789 is a composite number, right? 7 plus 8, 15, 15 plus 9, 20. X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. XY are natural numbers. XY are natural numbers. How many values XY will take which will satisfy this question? X square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. Now you will understand why I erased the previous question. Suppose if I use the previous logic, it is either 4p or 4p plus 1. Minus 3 into, it is again y square, 4x or 4x plus 1. I think by this time, if in case if a smart student is watching the video, Anil sir is trying to prove what if the right hand side the case will arise. These divisible by 4. These also divisible by 4. Answer right hand side is divisible by 4. We have taken a case where the left hand side and the right hand side are different from each other. I hope you are all there with me. But this case is possible. 8 is 4 into 2. Then how to solve that kind of questions? 4p minus 3 into 4x. Divisible by 4, divisible by 4. I hope the idea it is clear. The reason why I erased the question is to tell you first basic question, then I will get you into the next level question. I hope this. Now somebody, Anil is asking, Anil is telling Anil, what is P? P is some natural number. Any perfect square is either a multiple of 4 or gives a remainder 1. Anil, 25 is 4 into 6 plus 1. 6 is some natural number. 48 is 4 into 12. 12 is another natural number. Please put a star mark on this. Please put a star mark on this. Now how to solve this question? See here, x square minus 3y square equivalent to 8. XY are natural numbers. XY are natural numbers. How many values XY will take satisfying this equation? Now see here, x square minus 3y square. The root cause of this problem is, what is the coefficient of y square? Coefficient of y square, it is nothing but 3. Please write down this in your notebook. Coefficient of y square, it is 3. Now, I will use this. First, write down this one. If it is a linear equation, ax plus by equivalent to k, x will go in steps of b, y will go in steps of a. Please write down this. When I am discussing linear equations, I will discuss. Now see here. What is the coefficient of y square? It is 3. Coefficient of y square, it is 3. So, if you divide any number by 3, either it will be perfectly divisible by 3, or it gives a remainder 1, or it gives a remainder 2. If you divide any number by 3, 3 cases are possible. Perfectly divisible by 3, it gives a remainder 1, it gives a remainder 2. First case, 3k whole square minus 3y square. Divisible by 3, divisible by 3. Right hand side 8, it is not divisible by 3. First case not possible. 3k plus 1 whole square minus 3y square. Minus 3y square. 3k, 9k square divisible by 3. 2 into 3k divisible by 3. These also divisible by 3. It gives a remainder. What is the remainder it gives? 1. 3k plus 2. 3k plus 2 whole square minus 3y square. 3k square, it is divisible by 3. 2 into 3k into 2 divisible by 3. 3y square divisible by 3. 2 square, it is 4. 4 when divided by 3, it gives a remainder 1. Either it is giving a remainder 0 or remainder 1 when divided by 3. 8 is nothing but 3 into 2 plus 2. 3 into something plus 2. That form will not arise. That form will not arise. Answer for this question is no value for x comma y exists which satisfy these equation. Which satisfies these equation. I will use a white color so that the students can see it. Please write down, sir. Write down these questions. Very, very easy question. Generally, perfect square means some simple problem, solve it. I teach making you increase your intellectual ability on aptitude. The root cause of this problem is coefficient of y square, it is 3. Please put a star mark on this. Coefficient of y square. Coefficient of y square, it is nothing but 3. If the coefficient of y square is 3, convert x in the form of 3. If you divide any number by 3, either it will be perfectly divisible by 3, or it gives a remainder 1, or it gives a remainder 2, or it gives a remainder 2. 3k plus 1 or 3k plus 2 whole square. 3k whole square divisible by 3 minus 3y square. 3k plus 1 whole square. 3k plus 1. 3k whole square divisible by 3. 2 into 3k divisible by 3. Remainder 1. 4 when divided by 3. Remainder 1. So right hand side I got either remainder 0 or remainder 1. Either remainder 0 or remainder 1. I hope the logic is clear. Sir, can I use this logic to solve the previous problem? Yes, you can use the same logic to solve the previous problem. In logic, any doubt, kindly ask it in the live chat. X square plus 4y square equivalent to 1379. XY are natural numbers. How many values XY will take? Sir, can I use the logic which you said to solve this question? Definitely yes. Y square coefficient is 4. So attack x in terms of 4. Any number when you divide by 4, either it will be perfectly divisible by 4, or it gives a remainder 1, or it gives a remainder 2, or it gives a remainder 3. These are nothing but 4p whole square plus 4y square. Divisible by 4, divisible by 4. 4p plus 1 whole square. You don't need to write it. Just by looking at a question, you can say 4p square, it is divisible by 4. 2 into 4p, it is divisible by 4. Remainder 1. Remainder 1 we got. 4p plus 2 whole square. 4p whole square divisible by 4. 2 into 4p divisible by 4. 2 square divisible by 4 plus 4y square. Remainder 0. 4p plus 3 whole square plus 4y square. 4p square divisible by 4. 2 into 4p into 3 divisible by 4. 3 square, it is 9. 9 when divided by 4. Remainder 1. Either remainder 0 or remainder 1. 79. 4 into 19 plus 3. So same thing you will get it. It depends upon the more and more concepts you learn, the more and more you revise, the more and more understanding of the concept will be there. No value for x comma y exists which will satisfy these equation. No value of x comma y which will satisfy these equation. I hope the idea it is clear. Next question. Please write down the next question. Another important question. I hope the logic it is clear. Now you know how to solve. You know how to solve the questions which are of this form. Now let us see one cat replica question. Cat replica question in Google you will find a traditional method. In case if you want to clear the cat examination in the first attempt, you should know the right approaches and you should have the right guidance. X square minus y square equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4. XY are natural numbers. How many values x and y will take? How many values x and y will take which will satisfy these equation? X square minus y square. Actually the exact cat question is like this. Exact cat question some 4 years before. This was the first question which came on the cat examination slot 1. 9876 543210. This is the exact cat question. I will discuss this question. This question can be solved in less than 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds if you know the approach. x square minus y square equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4. If any student thinks that they are good in mathematics and you are trying to factorize this number, then I wish you good luck, right? This method is a wrong approach to solve the question. Why? Because why I said it is a wrong approach. Anything which takes more steps, anything which takes more steps, and anything which takes more time, definitely I would not recommend that approach to a students. Why? Because you are writing competitive examination. Even one right answer matters a lot. If you can save time, if one question has got a 4 options, right answer 3, wrong minus 1. If you do one incorrect, you will lose minus 4 marks. Minus 4 marks. There is a difference between 99.8 percentile and a 99.4 percentile. My own younger brother who has done his MBA from IIM Bangalore has lost seat in IIM Ahmedabad because of a difference of 0.4 percentile. 0.4 percentile. If you are solving like this, thanks a lot. This is not the approach Anil Nair is going to solve, right? In case the same class, the same method, if you are seeing it in another YouTube channel, then you are unnecessarily wasting time here. In case if you are watching my class, at the end of the class, the kind of concept that you are learning, it should make you 2x level, 3x level better. Otherwise, it's a waste of time for me to take the class as a founder of an organization. And it is also a double time investment of time for you. Each and every class of mine is full of content, full of unique content. Now, how will I solve this question? Now see here.